What's one thing that business owners, brand owners, media buyers, entrepreneurs want to accomplish with YouTube ads? Get a decent ROI, right? So stick around. Today's video, we're actually gonna share with you how to make $1,000 a day with YouTube ads with a decent ROI. So I know there's a lot of big players out there. They're spending millions on YouTube and they're having lots of success with it. But what about those that are on the come up, right? So you may be watching this and you're maybe just starting out with YouTube ads. You're dibbling here, dabbling there, but you still haven't been able to crack the code to help you scale your offer. But it's just a matter of understanding which levers to pull, which things to take into account so you can get to the $1,000 a day, right? You're not far from it. So let's get into it. So number one, you need to have a great offer. You need to have a decent offer that is already converting for you, or you know that it's in demand. People want this, right? And now it's just a matter of how you package it and how you deliver it to somebody on the other side of a phone or a screen. You need to be able to sell this offer. You need to have this really clear if you want to make over $1,000 a day with YouTube ads. There's specific offers that are e-commerce that may be a little bit more challenging for you to make it over $1,000 a day, especially if the product or the AOV, average order value, is, let's say, $30, $40, $50. It's gonna be more difficult. Sometimes it can be really challenging to make the system work, but it's not impossible. But you definitely need to take that into account, is having a decent offer that you can scale. Number two, it's important to have an ecosystem set up in the back end so that way you can nurture your leads. You can actually have the leads being generated from traffic sources like YouTube into your email marketing list, where you can actually upsell them, right? Provide value and also upsell them, cross-sell them your different offers. You need good copywriting. You need to have good email marketing sequences. So these things are also valuable and you need to have them if you want to make this work. And number three, we want to talk about the importance of nailing your creative. You want to have great creative that you can pretty much replicate over and over again with different audiences. Essentially using those ads that are getting you the 2% click-through rate, 3% click-through rate, decent CPCs, which you can scale to the moon, okay? You can pretty much allocate them into different audiences, create different campaigns that are driving conversions for you, and you just simply do more of that, right? So I'm gonna show you in one of our accounts that we have, it's in the travel niche, and I know we've used them before as an example, but I'm also gonna show you a different account after this one, just to kind of give you an idea and the difference. This account, we're already spending $75,000 a month and we're continuing to scale up. And then the other account that I'm gonna show you, we just started this literally 3 weeks ago. So let me show you the number one account first. So this is the account that we have here. It's already spent, if you're looking at the time, the date range here, we are looking at June 2021. If you look at the cost here, we have $75,000. That's over 31,000 clicks being generated. And the click-through rate, as you can see, it's really not it's not the best click-through rate. CPCs are okay, still on the high side in my opinion, but we're making it work. And you can see here, all the purchases by time, as well as the revenue, the total revenue amount right here, $223,000, right? That's a 2.95 ROAS that we hit in June for this particular client off of $75,000 in ad spend. So obviously, that's way more than the $1,000 a day. But this is just one example of a matured account that's gotten to this point, and we're continually scaling up here. I'm gonna show you a different account that we just recently launched. It is a high ticket item or a high ticket offer. And just after 3 weeks, we've generated 2 sales with a revenue of $10,000, and we've already spent $6,000 spent, but we had a total sale revenue of $10,000. There's different price points for this particular offer, but again, we just launched this offer on the 21st, 23rd of June. As you can see, gradually started increasing. If you look at the chart here, so let me just show you 1 second. So as you can see, with this offer, we actually started this on the 22nd. We kept testing different audiences, trying different things. We generated over 628 leads at $9 per lead. And that's generated here that has been tracked 11, but it's actually a little bit more than that. We've had some tracking issues where we need to kind of get this fixed up a bit. But we were able to track these sales, and the way that we track them is by importing the click IDs, which, if the user is coming from a non-iOS 14.5 device, because I know this is a big thing right now for us, you can still get the G-clids to be imported inside Google Ads. I can show you just really quick here. how that setup is, and in the near future we can do a video explaining this. But soon enough, Google is apparently going to be rolling out the W braids, right? So it's a different parameter. So this is the Gclid, conversion that we created based on the data that we're collecting, based on the UTM parameters that we created on the campaign. So the UTM parameters is basically this little line of code, if you will, that you add to your tracking template of your campaigns. And this will help collect data from the click. And you can essentially find that data in the CRM that you're using. We are actually tracking this through a tool called CallRail, because this is a call funnel, if you will, right? So it's a phone call funnel, right? After people watch a certain VSL, they call them, and then from there, they sell them their product, right? But as you can see here, this is the Gclid that we imported based on what's being reported on the client's CRM. That's $10,000 worth of revenue. Even though we spent $6,000, it's still profitable. It's more than breaking even. Let's say after costs, it's breaking even, but it's the first month, right? The first 3 weeks actually, and we're already getting sales. So it's just a matter of time before we can continue to scale this account. As you can see, making $1,000 a day is really not that complicated. I do want to mention some key points for you guys to take into account. One, you want to have a decent offer. Just kind of recap here, but I'm going to give you some more details on why it's important to take into consideration and really analyze your own scenario, your own ecosystem to see if you're ready to scale YouTube ads, okay? So having the decent offer with good margins, good AOV, good CLT, customer lifetime value, those are the things that you want to look into this, and you want to know your numbers. With e-commerce, it is possible to generate $1,000 a day in sales, but understanding CPAs, understanding AOVs, your break-even numbers is important for you to adjust. And as you can see, the high-ticket offer that we just showed you, these are the ones that are working best with YouTube ads at times, and they work hand in hand with great email marketing. So keep that in mind. Again, number two, put out great creative that's been proven or likely to succeed. That's why it's important to ensure you have the ideal metrics. If you know that you have $5 CPCs, if you have a click-through rate of less than 50%, that's probably not gonna work out for you in the long run from a conversion standpoint, from a volume standpoint. So you need to tweak those things in order to get there. With this account, we actually started getting like a 0.60% click-through rate. Right now over 1.2%. That's very important for you to kind of like move the needle there, right? Those are the little things that you can influence, that it's in your control to actually alter the media buying aspect of it. And then number three, understand your target audience in and out. You need to understand how your audience behaves, right? Who they are, what are they doing at every stage of their customer journey, from a brand product awareness all the way to direct response, okay? To consideration, to action, right? So that's that IDA comes in, the attention, interest, desire, action type of scenario there, right? And you want to bring that out in your scripting and your hooks. That's very, very important if you want this to work out. And finally, number four, don't be afraid to test different angles. Don't be afraid to go in there and test different things and spend money getting data, right? Look at it as you're investing into perfectioning your customer avatar and dialing in your media buying ecosystem. Don't underestimate the power of carving out a customer avatar and really testing out what's gonna be that angle that is gonna get that person from A to Z. That's very, very important, and it's underestimated or overlooked by many media buyers or even brand owners. So really spend some time carving out that customer avatar and creating copy around that specific person of what's gonna work best for you. There you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's a little lengthier this time around, but these are the different things that can help you generate $1,000 a day with YouTube ads. So don't forget to hit like, comment below, and if you want to see other YouTube videos, we have this other video here on the left side. Feel free to check that out. But subscribe, turn on your notifications to get notified when we drop some more YouTube ad videos. We'll see you on the next one.